Hello everyone, my name is Gabriel. Animal Crossing is my favorite video game of series of all time. Animal Crossing New Leaf is actually my favorite video game of all time, just ahead of Splatoon 3. So, I want to take a look at back at the game that started it all, Animal Crossing, or Animal Crossing GameCube, though it was known as Animal Crossing Forest in Japan on the N64. Animal Crossing is the game that introduces the whole anthropomorphic animals are your neighbors instead of humans. Not weird at all. You start off the game riding a train. A blue and white cat named Rover walks over to you and asks if he can sit with you. Don't bother saying no. He will sit across from you regardless. I said no. He will ask you a few questions, your name and where you're headed. When you tell him your name, he will talk about your gender being male or female, which you can correct if he's wrong.
That's a pretty cute name for a pretty cute girl like you.
Do I look like a girl to you? He will ask where you're going, to which you will be prompted to type in a town name. Be careful, whatever you type in will be final. He asks why you're headed to that town. No matter what you say, he will realize that you're moving. He asks if you have a place to stay. No matter what you say, he will state that you need a place to live. I thought this box would suffice. He goes to call a good buddy of his in town and hooks you up. He will talk to you a bit more before the train arrives in town, and you get off. Once you depart the train, you'll meet Tom Nook, the guy Rover called, who is also the store owner in town. He brings you to a set of 4 houses and tells you to pick any house. Once you pick the house you want, you made your first mistake moving in. You're now in debt. After you question your life choices, like why you didn't bring much money with you, he'll come up with an idea. You can work a part-time job at his store. He will give you a few tasks as an employee. His first task, plant foliage around his store to make it more lively. He will then give you items to deliver to other villagers. You will also deliver mail to villagers, thanking them for their continued support of the store. You will also write an advertisement for his store at the bulletin board. After all those tasks are complete, he will state that he has no more tasks for you, and that you will have to make money other ways to pay off your mortgage. Well, at least he doesn't cut off the rent when you don't pay any bills. Wait, there are no power lines in this town, at least as far as I've seen. How are we able to turn on the lights, watch TV, or turn on the stove? The tasks he gives you feels like a tutorial to me. It teaches you how to write and send letters, write on the bulletin board, and plant foliage. You will also deliver items to other villagers, which kind of prepares you for other villagers' tasks. Villagers will often want you to deliver an item or pick up an item that they let another villager borrow. Sometimes picking up the items that they let another villager borrow can be a funny task, because the villager that borrowed it will tell you that they gave it to another villager, or that they saw another villager walk out of their house with it. Sometimes straight up just taking the item. I had this scenario happen a lot, leading me on some sort of adventure. Got your Game Boy back. Had to run across the entire town and talk to every single villager to get it back. You're welcome! From there, you are free to do anything. You can build friendships with villagers, do tasks for them, go fishing, dig holes for fossils, and catch stuff with your net. Of course, you can be a jerk and be mean to other villagers if you so wanted to. The villagers are the main point of the game. It wouldn't be Animal Crossing without animals. Now, there are many different types of animals. The species being alligators, anteaters, bears, birds, bulls, cats, chickens, cows, cubs, dogs, ducks, eagles, elephants, frogs, goats, gorillas, hippos, horses, kangaroos, koalas, lions, mouses, octopus, ostriches, penguins, pigs, rabbits, rhinos, sheep, squirrels, tigers, and wolves. There are also personalities, the personalities being jock, cranky, lazy, snooty, normal, and peppy. The jocks are the sporty types and like to work out. The cranky are basically grumpy. The lazy are just relaxed, basically what you think lazy is. The snooty, also called snobby, act kind of high and mighty that they're better than others. The normal are just kind. The peppy, also called perky or bubbly, are energetic and excitable. You can befriend them and even help them with tasks such as delivering an item or helping them get an item back. You have to wait for Nook's crannies to have specific tools up for purchase: a fishing rod, a net, and a shovel. Once you have those tools, you can fish, catch bugs and other insects, and dig stuff up. Certain fish and bugs only appear at certain times, at day and at night. Some also only appear during rain or snow. So, looking for fish and bugs at night while it's snowing will reveal certain fish and bugs that never appear at any other time. The fish and bugs can be donated to the museum. If the museum already has a specific bug or fish, you can give it to another villager or sell it. Fossils, however, have to be sent to the faraway museum to be studied, and will be sent back to you so you can donate to the museum. As with the fish and bugs, you can also give fossils to other villagers or sell them. You can also buy paintings from a crooked seller named Red. I won't show too much footage as I have not yet encountered him outside of the letters I received from him. He will show up randomly throughout the year. You will receive a letter in your mailbox from Red, stating when he'll be in town, and what times he will be open and closed. On the day he arrives, you can ask Copper where he is, and he'll tell you which acre he's in. He will sell 3 things, all of which from what I know are authentic. The paintings you can buy can be donated to the museum. A big thing about Animal Crossing is the ability to furnish your house. You can furnish your house with basically anything, like furniture, bugs, insects, fish, decorations, clothes, even random stuff like paper or shells. Many people do crazy things with their houses. I filled my house with all these receipts. I personally like to furnish my house to look like a real home, with a bedroom, kitchen, laundry room, dining room, even a gaming room. Speaking of a gaming room, Animal Crossing has NES games, like the Donkey Kong arcade game. I have one of them. It's a neat little item to have in your house, too. Every once in a while, there will be events, like holidays or tourneys. Each holiday, an event will happen, like New Year's Day, which has all the villagers celebrating the countdown to midnight. Fishing and bug tourneys will happen from time to time. The goal is simple: have the biggest fish or bug, and you get a trophy. There are 3 different trophies: the bronze, silver, and gold trophy for 3rd, 2nd, and 1st place. I usually forget about them and miss them each time. Animal Crossing is a good game for any time of day. Whether you're a person who plays at night or a person that plays during the day, there are still many activities to do. Now, sure, you can't go shopping or, participate in events, but there's still plenty of things to do, like fishing, bug catching, checking fossils, donating to the museum, talking to villagers, doing tasks. And if you have the Game Boy Advance, I've never actually had a Game Boy Advance, but if you do, you can actually visit a little island, which will be very cool. But other than that, that's Animal Crossing for you. But I have just one thing to say. Joke's on you, Rover. I'm not actually moving. I'm visiting. This is my actual new setup. Got a little picture, a big screen TV. Everything's all set up nice. Gulliver washed up on the shore again.